Hi Capricorn, it's January 26th, and here is your reading for today. Six of Pentacles, reversed. This reversal is glaring an imbalance in your give and take. You might be handing out favors or resources and not getting anything back. Maybe you lent money or time and it feels like a one-way street. Don't lie to yourself about fairness. You need to check if anyone's attaching strings to your generosity, or if you're overextending because you feel obligated. It's not about being selfish, but about protecting your energy. If you're feeling used in friendships or relationships, it's time to speak up or set boundaries. Debt, emotional or financial, can sneak up here. Remember, generosity isn't a blank check. You knew this already. Don't ignore your needs to keep the peace. Knight of Wands. Now here's a burst of passion and bold action. Knight of Wands is shouting, go for it. Maybe you're itching to start a new project, take a spontaneous trip, or finally say what you've been holding back. There's a fire inside you, pushing to break free from any stagnant vibe the Six of Pentacles reversed exposed. But hold on, this isn't a green light to rush without thinking. Impulsiveness could backfire if you ignore consequences. Courage is your friend, but reckless moves are not. So channel that energy into something that excites you and fuels your growth without burning bridges or resources. You have what it takes to be adventurous, but do it with eyes wide open. The Hermit. This card calls you to slow down and look inside. After the fire of the Knight of Wands, the Hermit's quiet solitude offers wisdom and clarity. You need to retreat, even briefly, to reflect on what you truly want and why. Solitude isn't loneliness here. It's a tool for seeing your path clearly. Journaling, meditating, or just unplugging can help you hear your inner voice. Don't be afraid of this pause. It's essential to avoid rash decisions that might repeat the imbalance flagged by the Six of Pentacles reversed. The Hermit reminds you that true guidance comes from within, not from chasing external approval or rushing into the next adventure. Trust yourself to find balance between giving and receiving, passion and peace. So Capricorn, today's tension between wanting freedom and fearing its cost is real. You're navigating that tricky space where generosity feels exploited, but your bold heart wants to charge forward. The Hermit invites you to step back, take stock, and align your actions with your inner truth. Don't let imbalanced relationships drain your fire. But also, don't snuff out your desire to live boldly. Your power right now is in balancing these forces, setting clear boundaries, taking courageous steps, and then retreating to reflect. That's your route to freedom without regret. Keep your eyes open, your heart fierce, and your mind quiet enough to hear what matters most. Death reversed. Okay, Capricorn, here's the raw truth. You're resisting change. You're holding on tight to what's familiar, even if it's not serving you anymore. I'm seeing a stubborn grip on old patterns, maybe a job that drains your soul or a relationship stuck in a loop of frustration. You knew this already, right? That fear of stepping into the unknown? Don't lie to yourself. It's blocking your growth. The reverse death warns against mistaking comfort for safety. It says you're clinging to the past like a lifeline, but really it's weighing you down. This card demands you face what you've been avoiding. Stop pretending the status quo is fine when deep down you want more freedom and transformation. You can't evolve while stuck in that loop of fear and resistance. Wait, hold on. This isn't just about endings being scary. It's about what you do next. You need to embrace change, even if it's uncomfortable. Let go of grudges, outdated beliefs, and dead-end situations. The Knight of Wands showed up earlier, telling you to act boldly and chase your passions. This reverse death is the gatekeeper saying, no bold moves without first shedding what holds you back. Remember Six of Pentacles reversed? It was about imbalance and hidden debts, emotional or otherwise. If you're stuck in toxic give and take, that's part of what you need to release. Stop giving when you're not getting anything real back. This resistance to change can keep you trapped in those unfair exchanges. You're ready to reset that dynamic, but only if you let go of the past. And the Hermit? He's your secret weapon here. When death reverse shows up, your best move is to retreat inward and reflect deeply. Don't run from solitude. Sit with the discomfort, journal, meditate. Ask yourself, what am I really afraid to lose? When you answer honestly, the fog lifts. The Hermit guides you to trust your inner wisdom to navigate this transition. You don't have to rush. Change doesn't mean chaos if you handle it with care. Take your time to find clarity. You're not stuck forever. You're just in the waiting room before the transformation. The Knight of Wands is ready to ignite your next move, but first, Death, reversed, insists you clear the old decks. So Capricorn, here's the challenge. Stop resisting what needs to end. Stop clinging to safety nets that are actually traps. You can't build new adventures while dragging old baggage. Step into the unknown with courage. Feel the fear, then move anyway. Let the past die so you can be reborn stronger and freer. This chapter is your call to embrace transformation on your own terms. No more stalling. You've got the fire to act and the wisdom to reflect. Balance those and watch your life shift. Remember, change is a process, not a single leap. Don't overthink it, but don't ignore it either. The future's waiting, but only if you're willing to let go of what's holding you back. Nine of Cups is showing up now. And Capricorn, this card is all about emotional fulfillment and wishes coming true. I'm seeing a moment where you recognize what truly satisfies you, not just surface stuff, but real contentment that comes from inside. You might have been stuck in that loop of imbalance and resistance to change. Yeah, I'm talking about the Six of Pentacles reversed and Death reversed energy you've been wrestling with. But Nine of Cups is lighting up that place where joy feels earned and genuine. It's like a reset button for your heart's desires, reminding you to savor the wins, no matter how small. Don't lie to yourself. Nine of Cups wants you to celebrate, to say thank you out loud, and to feel it deep down. Hold on, before you get too cozy, remember the warning here. Nine of Cups can tempt you to overindulge or rest on your laurels. You've been through the grind of setting boundaries with the Six of Pentacles reversed, right? So don't slip back into old habits where you think you can coast or ignore what's next. Six of Pentacles reversed says, yes, enjoy this moment, but keep your eyes open. It's a call to gratitude, but also a nudge to stay focused on your bigger goals. You've been hesitant to let go, caught in the death reversed resistance. So this moment of fulfillment could be the key to unlocking that stuck energy. You see it, right? The joy you're craving is not just a destination. It's a signal that you can move forward. Now think about the Knight of Wands and the Hermit coming into this story. Knight of Wands is that fire pushing you to take bold steps, to chase what lights you up. Nine of Cups says, yes, that fire is worth it. But the Hermit reminds you not to rush blindly. Reflect on what truly feeds your soul. You might have been caught between wanting adventure and needing solitude to sort your inner world out. The Hermit is telling you that emotional fulfillment comes when you balance both, action and reflection. Don't just jump into the next thing because it looks exciting. Make sure it aligns with what you've discovered in your quiet moments. Actually, no. Let me rephrase that. Nine of Cups is not just about feeling good now. It's a checkpoint that asks you to assess. Are you giving yourself what you really need? Are you recognizing when you're caught in those old patterns of imbalance or fear? Because you knew this already. The Six of Pentacles reversed showed you the cost of overgiving, and Death reversed showed you the cost of holding on too tight. This card is the sweet spot where you say, I deserve this happiness because I've done the work to clear the way. I'm seeing you taking concrete steps, maybe journaling your gratitude, celebrating a win at work or in a relationship, or simply allowing yourself to feel proud without guilt. Those actions are what bring Nine of Cups to life. It's not just a wish, it's a lived reality. So don't take this blessing for granted. Use it as fuel to break free from the patterns that keep pulling you back. This is your invitation to step fully into your own joy, grounded in honesty and self-respect. Capricorn, you're mid, conflict, yes, but Nine of Cups is a game changer here. It shows that the emotional satisfaction you seek is within reach. You just have to claim it with clear boundaries, courage from the Knight of Wands, and the wisdom of the Hermit holding your hand. The path forward? Celebrate your wins, stay grateful, and keep moving. Change is scary, but the Hermit says, you've got what you need to make it real. Don't ignore that. Seven of Wands, reversed. I'm seeing you feeling overwhelmed, like you're dropping your guard when you really shouldn't. This reversal is shouting defenselessness, the kind where you let others steamroll your boundaries because you're exhausted or just plain done fighting every battle. You knew this already deep down. Holding your ground nonstop wears you out. But maybe you hoped this chapter would feel different. Nope, it's clear now. You can't keep battling on every front, not without losing yourself. Hold on. It's not about giving up completely. It's about picking your fights wisely. You might have been trying to protect everything and everyone, but that's unsustainable. You're caught in a pressure cooker, and the steam's blowing the lid off. The Seven of Wands, reversed, is pushing you to reassess what truly matters. Where do you really need to stand firm? What can you let slide or delegate? Letting go of some battles doesn't make you weak. It makes you strategic. Actually, no, there's more. This card also warns against isolating yourself when the weight feels too much. Feeling overwhelmed doesn't mean you have to go it alone. Seek support, ask for help. You've been toughing it out solo, but that's part of why you're burnt out. Don't lie to yourself here. You can't defend every hill by yourself forever. Sharing the load isn't failure, it's survival. Think back to the Six of Pentacles, reversed, from earlier chapters. The imbalance in giving and receiving. It's the same story here. You might have been defending others' interests more than your own. The Seven of Wands reversed is a wake-up call to protect your time and energy like a precious resource, not a bottomless well. Notice where you've been overextending. Put some boundaries in place. Say no to what drains you. That's the real fight now. And remember the Death reversed card from before? You've been resisting change, clinging to old patterns that no longer serve you. The Seven of Wands reversed is showing you that this resistance is exhausting your defenses. You're overwhelmed because you're holding on to too much. It's time to loosen your grip, let go of battles that aren't yours, and stop fearing the fallout. Transformation needs space, and you're crowding it with unnecessary fights. Don't forget the Nine of Cups, the reminder that emotional fulfillment is possible when you stop the chaos and tune into what truly brings you joy. You're juggling so much that it's easy to lose sight of those simple pleasures. The Seven of Wands, reversed, asks you to pause, breathe, and realign with what satisfies your soul. Defend that space. Protect your peace. This chapter is a moment of clarity. You're realizing that standing your ground doesn't mean standing alone in every fight. It means choosing your battles, building your support system, and setting clear boundaries. You're not powerless here. You've just got to stop fighting the unwinnable war and conserve your strength for what really counts. So Capricorn, take a step back. Evaluate where you're overwhelmed. Say no to unnecessary pressure. Reach out when you need backup. And let go of the need to control every outcome. The Seven of Wands, reversed, is your signal to protect yourself not by endless struggle, but by smart defense. You're ready for this next phase of your journey. Trust it. Temperance is landing here like a deep breath after the storm, Capricorn. I'm seeing this card as a clear signal to dial down the extremes you've been caught in, those swings between fighting battles that drain you and clinging to what no longer serves you. Temperance pushes you to act with patience and balance, not just in your external world, but in how you manage your own energy and emotions. You already got this, didn't you? Too often, you've been giving without getting, resisting change, or burning out trying to defend every little thing. Now it's time to moderate. This card asks you to blend those parts of yourself that feel scattered, the impulse to rush forward, the fear of letting go, and find a steady flow between them. Hold on, this isn't about playing it safe or becoming passive. Temperance demands active harmony. Take a moment to assess what you're pouring your energy into. Are you overextending in some relationships, like the Six of Pentacles reversed warned? Are you stuck resisting the transformation that Death reversed spotlighted? Temperance says, stop. Stop pushing against yourself and others with so much force. Instead, experiment with patience and measured action. If you've been feeling overwhelmed and defenseless, as the Seven of Wands reverse showed, this is your wake-up call to pick your battles carefully and protect your peace through balance, not brute force. Notice how this card is also about blending, finding the perfect mix of courage and caution, passion and reflection. The Knight of Wands offers that fiery push, but Temperance tells you to temper that fire so it doesn't burn out your fuel. Don't rush into new projects or decisions without aligning your inner world first. That Hermit energy is waiting, inviting you to reflect and listen to your inner guidance before making your next bold move. Temperance is the bridge between the Hermit's quiet wisdom and the Knight's blazing passion. It asks you to pause and blend these energies into a harmonious rhythm before stepping forward. You've been through a lot, Capricorn. You've seen the cost of imbalance, feeling used, stuck, overwhelmed. Temperance is not just a call to calm down, it's a call to heal that imbalance by practicing conscious moderation. It means saying no when you need to, setting firm boundaries without guilt, and pacing yourself. It's about mixing patience with courage, so you don't sabotage your progress through impulsiveness or stubborn resistance. You're right at the turning point where you can stop fighting the current and learn to flow with it. Don't lie to yourself and think you can skip this step. Without temperance, you risk repeating old patterns, burnout, frustration, missed opportunities to grow. This card shows that the power lies in moderation. Balance doesn't mean weakness, it means strength through control. By blending your energies and intentions wisely, you open the door to real transformation. You've been resisting change, but now it's time to welcome it gently, with grace. That's where the true magic happens. So here's your task. Start small. Practice patience in your daily interactions. Find moments to breathe deeply before reacting. Balance your desires with your needs. And most importantly, trust that this steady, balanced approach will guide you through the chaos and bring you the harmony you've been craving. Temperance tells you, this isn't just about surviving, it's about thriving through balance. You're ready. I'm seeing you standing at the edge of everything that's held you back, Capricorn. Six of Pentacles, reversed, pops up here reminding you of that reckless energy you're trying to justify, giving more than you got back, feeling the weight of those strings attached. You knew this already. Maybe you lent your energy, your time, your heart, and the balance never tipped in your favor. But now, it's time to call that out. Set firm boundaries. Stop trading your peace for debt you'll never recover. You've been ignoring that imbalance too long. It's screaming for fairness. And then Death, reversed, is clutching at your sleeves, whispering how you've resisted change. You stayed stuck because the unknown felt scarier than the stale comfort of yesterday's patterns. Don't lie to yourself. You've been holding on tight, afraid to let go. But that resistance is a trap. Change isn't the enemy, it's the liberation you need. Embrace the endings that clear your path. The stubbornness? It's just fear dressed up as safety. You're ready to shed, but only if you stop resisting. Here's where the Nine of Cups flickers in, lighting up that space with real satisfaction. Not the false, I'm fine kind, but the deep, I see my worth kind. You've earned moments to celebrate. You've tasted joy, those wins that remind you what you're fighting for. But hold on, don't get complacent. Nine of Cups is cheering you on to enjoy your achievements with gratitude, but also nudging you forward. Don't let contentment lull you into standing still. Your journey needs fuel, not a pause. Seven of Wands reversed shows you where you felt overwhelmed and defenseless, giving up battles that drained your spirit. I see it. Those moments, that moment you wanted to look away, when standing your ground felt like climbing a mountain with no gear. But this is your call to prioritize. You don't have to fight every fight. Ask for backup. Reassess your energy. Burnout isn't heroic, it's a warning. Choose your battles carefully and protect your heart like the treasure it is. Temperance steps in as your balancing act, whispering patience and harmony. You've worn extremes like armor, but now the real strength lies in moderation. Slow down, breathe, blend courage with calm. Temperance is your reminder that rushing or overreacting only clouds your inner peace. Find the middle path where your emotions settle and your decisions hold steady. That balance, it's your anchor to weather any storm. Then bam, the Knight of Wands bursts through. This is your fire, your boldness, your go-get-it energy. You want to chase dreams, leap into adventure, speak your truth loud and clear. Knight of Wands is pushing you to act with passion, but warns you not to barrel ahead blindly. It's about courage, yes, but also about thinking before you launch. Harness that impulsiveness into focused, fierce action. Let your fire light the way, not burn the path down. Finally, the Hermit closes the circle, pulling you inward for reflection and deep wisdom. Solitude isn't loneliness here, it's your sanctuary. Journaling, meditating, stepping back to listen to that quiet inner voice, it's where the real guidance lives. Don't run from being alone with your thoughts. The Hermit says the answers you need aren't outside, they're within. You've got the wisdom to see your way through, but only if you pause and trust it. So, Capricorn, bringing it all together. Remember when Six of Pentacles reversed showed you the cost of imbalance? When Death reversed laid bare the pattern you spotted but didn't name? You're not just breaking patterns, you're building a new foundation with the joy of Nine of Cups, the strategy from Seven of Wands reversed, and the steady hand of Temperance. The Knight of Wands is your spark and the Hermit your compass. The work you've been avoiding, the honest conversations about fairness, the release of old fears, the commitment to balance and inner truth. That's the work that sets you free. Not some grand leap, but the steady integration of all these lessons. You're not just surviving anymore. You're crafting a life where giving and receiving flow. Change is welcomed, joy is celebrated, battles are chosen wisely, passion is harnessed, and wisdom guides every step. That's your finale, Capricorn. Step into that freedom. The world's waiting. Okay, that's all I've got for now. If this hit, you already know what to do. Please like, subscribe, tell your group chat. I'll see y'all soon.